Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Dr. Lasker. I'm a consultant radiologist, and as you can tell, I am on the way to work. Being driven to work actually, which is quite nice. Anyway, this video is something that got me thinking actually. I was talking to a medical student about potentially taking a career up in radiology, and I was trying to get to the bottom of what they expect radiology to give them in terms of life. And as I was talking through the reasons why and why not, they said something to me that really struck me. And they said to me, listen, Imran, I'm not really about trying to be ambitious anymore. I just want to get through and just get a job and do my work and go home. And I thought, that's a bit of I think ambition probably should be defined in terms of what are you ambitious in? Because even though I think, for myself anyway, I haven't gone down the road of churning out papers and trying to become sort of big professor and doing big talks in big places, I would still say that I am ambitious, but I'm probably ambitious in different ways from those kind of medics. But that doesn't mean that I'm not an ambitious person. And I just think that anyone out there should really identify what their ambition really is. And it doesn't have to be in terms of, oh, I need to work in a really big hospital and I need to be well known for what I do. You can have ambition in different places and different areas. So for me anyway, I guess my ambition really has always been to be in charge of my life in terms of where I spend my time, to spend lots of time with my family and friends, and I guess it's basically to have as good time as possible. And I think that is probably down to the fact that my father, he owned a restaurant and pretty much worked in that restaurant all day, like 6.5 days a week, 14-hour days. I barely saw him, and he missed so many big events in my life, like big rugby matches, awards. I didn't have that many awards, but big events that happened. And even when it came to my wedding, we were trying to negotiate times of the weddings and events based on his work schedule, which is pretty much, I'm working all the time, I'll only be there for half the day on a Sunday. And everyone's, dude, this is like your son's wedding, like why would you not be available? But this is what I realized, like he became like a slave to work, and I didn't want to be in that situation. So I guess when someone says something like, I'm not ambitious anymore, I don't think that's entirely accurate. I think that you can become ambitious in other ways. And so for me, I'm ambitious with having the abundance of time and money, those two things, because I think those are the two biggest currencies that anyone has. And all this stuff to do with the accolades of being the big dog, all this kind of stuff, it just doesn't interest me, because let's face it, it doesn't give you time and it doesn't give you money back. And you can't pay bills with an extra degree and stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense to me personally. But that's up to the individual. But I think that when someone says that they're not ambitious, I feel like that's not fair, if you're basing it just on accomplishments within work, because I think you can have accomplishments outside of work, and these aren't accomplishments that are necessarily measurable. You don't have to have this many letters after your name. You don't have to have this many zeros after your net worth, right? Like ambition could be, I want to have a life where I spend more time with my family and friends. I want to have, my ambition in life is to have my kids know who I am, that kind of stuff. I reckon it's really important for anyone out there that is considering any sort of career is to try and identify what ambitions that you have, what ambition means to you, and what success means to you. Because success to everyone is different, right? Like otherwise, why would so many people do so many different things? I'd say be ambitious, just know what you're being ambitious about. That's all it is. And I think that for me anyway, in my personal circumstance at the moment, it feels like it's working for me when I've crystallized what it is I want from everything really. So like even going to the gym, I know that it's very unlikely I will become the next Arnold Schwarzenegger or next Mr. Olympia or any of those things. So for me, I've identified, look, what do I want from going to the gym? And it's to be healthy and have a physique that I personally think is good enough to wear good clothes in. And fine, they're not lofty, but that is my ambition, and I think they're achievable goals. So why not? There's no reason for me not to be able to do that. And so that's what I mean, is choose your ambition with whatever you do. Have realistic goals and just go for it. Like you only live once, you might as well do everything that you can to have the best life possible. Anyway, I hope that's useful for someone out there. As always, thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I did a thank you video at 600 subs, and then I just noticed that we've gone beyond 800, which is awesome. Anyway, look, If you like my videos, like my content, send it to someone that you don't like. Do it. I hopefully see you on the next video. Bye.